a lot in like the past 3 videos. Yeah, so like the first video was literally a montage of gameplay. Second video had mic audio, and this one has a webcam. So I have to say my channel has changed a lot, and with it, I'm starting to learn what sort of things I do better than other sorts of things, if that made any sense. I'm not good at Fortnite, just to clear things out. I suck, absolutely suck. And Minecraft has always been a kind of game that I love because it's simple, it's a sandbox, and it has like this engineering part to it, which really fascinates me. And one thing that I like to do with Minecraft is try to come up with things that use redstone, because redstone is awesome. You guys probably know about redstone. If you don't, then please look it up, because you literally won't get anything in this video. Basically, this video is about really cool redstone contraptions that you can build in your Minecraft world. These don't use any sort of command blocks, so you can actually build these in survival if you have the resources. They're super easy, mainly for noobs like me. Let's hop into it, honestly. Let's hop into my noob gaming's world. Cool. So the first thing we're going to be talking about today is this thing right there. That is a dropper switch circuit. And a dropper switch circuit is basically, it allows you to have 2 inputs into the same redstone output. And in Java Edition, you can just do this. You can have an observer for each lever, and when I flip the lever, it pushes out the redstone block, and that can be actually used to power a lamp. And then that retracts the redstone block. But this isn't available in all versions of Minecraft, like Pocket Edition or Windows 10 Edition. These versions don't have your these don't have your block spit feature in them when you give a 1-tick input to a piston, or sticky piston actually. But never fear. If you use the dropper switch circuit, it allows you to do the same things as a circuit over there, the one in the back. It has the same qualities of it, but it works in every version of Minecraft, which is a really good thing. Also, if you guys haven't subscribed, I suggest you do so, because I make really good videos. Please consider subscribing. Let me show you how to make a dropper switch circuit. Number 1, let's look at what this dropper switch circuit does, and then I'll teach you guys how to make it. Basically how it works is this button activates all the droppers. And when this dropper spits out an item, it ends up in that dropper, and the comparator light turns on. Right now the item is already in the dropper, so the comparator light is on. But if I were to click the button, this dropper would spit out its item into that hopper, which would slowly lead it into this dropper, which doesn't really have a comparator output, but because the item is no longer inside this dropper, the comparator output is off. And the really cool thing about this is this ring of redstone that you see around this whole system, you can have as many button inputs as you want, but remember, it has to be a button input or an observer input. There's only 2 different types of inputs you can put into this thing, and I'll get more on why that is later. Let's build this thing. So what you're gonna need is, you're gonna need what's in my inventory right now. You're gonna need a hopper, dropper, redstone comparator, redstone repeater, redstone dust, and a stone button. You technically don't really need the redstone lamp. That's really just our check system. But you can add that to the inventory if you want. So what you're going to do is you're going to, what you're going to do, you're going to place your dropper here. You're going to place another dropper 2 blocks over and facing the opposite direction. Then you're going to take a hopper, run it into the side of that dropper, and then run this hopper into the side of that hopper. you're gonna mirror the entire, it's the same thing onto this side, and so you have this sort of 6-block big system here. And then you're gonna run redstone dust here, 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 on top of this dropper, and then one over there. And you're also gonna run one on top of this dropper, just so that every time a button's clicked, both droppers get activated. Just, you can run as much redstone as you want out of here, the stone button. And when you press that button, it activates the entire system. Of course, we haven't put any items inside the dropper yet, so it's not gonna really do anything, but you can have a, sorry, I don't know how I put that. Okay, comparator out in there, repeater out from there, and then you can have your redstone lamp there, but we're not gonna do that for now. And then, yeah, you can run your same redstone line out there with a button there. And your system is literally complete. It's actually that simple. Yeah, also, don't forget to put an item inside this dropper just to make sure that the comparator output does actually do something. Otherwise, it'll be kind of useless. Now, I press this button, and the light turns off. Now, I can press this button or the other button, and the light will turn on again. No matter what happens, the light will turn on again. Because what's actually happening, as I explained it before, the item, no matter what dropper it's in, is going to get activated no matter what. So one button activates both droppers, and if the item is in either one of them, it'll go to the other dropper. And because it'll go to the other dropper, it'll toggle the light on or off, even though it's a button input. And it's also a really cool way to convert a button input into something that's sort of like a lever input. Alright, now that we finished that one, let's go on to our second design, which is a flush piston door. So for this design, you're going to need everything that's in inventory right now. You only need 5 different types of items. It's actually a really, really simple build, but it's actually really, really cool. Now, I can actually make it do what it's supposed to do by just making a little archway here. But you don't need this archway, obviously. It's just to show you that what this is actually designed for. When I flip this lever, it'll activate the entire system and make a flush door. You won't even know that the door's there unless you know how to activate it. And then when you turn off the lever, it'll open up the pathway, and there's nothing on the left side actually. My previous designs, you could actually see a bit of redstone dust on the left side, but I have removed that from the mix. And basically you can literally walk through this and it causes you no problems actually. And it's fairly simple to build. Yeah, so let's build it. So you're going to need to start off with placing 4 pistons here. Then 2 pistons, sticky pistons. I don't know why I keep saying pistons. So like in the setup like that, and then 2 bits of stone right there. Then on the back side of these 2 pistons, you're going to place 2 repeaters set to 1 tick with a block here, a block there, and some redstone dust running like that. That's all you'll need. And then place a redstone repeater here set to max ticks, and then redstone dust leading all the way to your lever. On the opposite side of the archway, which you can actually imagine is going to be right there, you're going to basically duplicate the exact same system, but you're only going to do it for 1 block. Do the exact same thing, 1 block, piece of redstone there, except this time you're going to put the redstone dust all the way so that it looks like it's going to be visible, but it's not. Then run your redstone current from here all the way to your lever. Obviously, if you were actually building this for like a major build to like an entrance to a secret thing on a mountain, you're not going to leave your redstone dust from the lever to the doors exposed. You're obviously going to put it underground or cover it up with something, I don't know. But you can get creative with that. This is basically just the base model. And actually, if you're looking like parts wise, we're actually done with this thing. If I flick this lever, it activates the system, and then when I unflick the lever, it'll close the system, and you're actually complete with this one. That one's completely done. It's actually really easy to build, and it looks awesome. if you really wanna, you can use this on like servers and stuff. I'm sure it'll work. But really, it looks really cool because no one can suspect it. Also, if you combine this system with our system over there, the dropper switch circuit, you can actually have a button system for this door. You can have a button operate the pistons because you obviously use the dropper switch circuit to have that toggle system. And so you can also, the button can be substituted for a redstone torch key. I failed to explain that earlier, but yes, you can substitute the button for a redstone torch key, so it does make things a lot easier. So it's super easy to build this. I really do suggest it. If you guys want to see a version of it where you have, it's a 2x2 opening, I might be making that into a future video. Stress the word might, because I kind of want to do a Let's Play series, and I don't know if, depending on how much love this video gets, I might make a part 2 to the cool redstone things you can build in Minecraft. And if I get enough love on that, we might even make it into a series, but that's on the iffy side. But yeah, I'm definitely gonna do a Let's Play series. I don't know when. I do say that a lot. So let's move on to the third one. This is the final one because it's gonna take a while to show. I'm sorry that I'm not gonna rebuild this one. Just kind of gets a little bit on the bigger side, and it's just, please understand my pain, guys. It's a sugarcane farm, so you understand that I don't want to rebuild this thing. But basically, I can just explain to you guys like the main elements of it. So basically, what you're gonna do is you're gonna put a row of how much ever sand you want, like a container that holds water, obviously. And then underneath that sand, believe it or not, you can actually make sand hover by putting minecarts underneath it. And sorry, minecart rails underneath it. And then on top of the minecart rails, you want to put a minecart with a hopper. And you want to make sure that the rail is activated by this stone system over here. Just put a redstone torch on the block with a block above it. That keeps the system active, so the cart will go back and forth. And on this end of the minecart track, you want to have a hopper facing into another hopper facing into a chest. The reason we have two hoppers here is because if the chest was over there, then you couldn't be able to open a chest because there'd be a block on top of it. That's all the tough stuff done. Then on top, we just want to make our observer circuit, which is literally, it's going to sense, oh, the sugarcane's grown 3 blocks high. All right, pistons, chop down all the pistons, leaving only the first block. So that's exactly what it's going to do. When the observer detects that the sugarcane has grown 3 blocks high, it will activate this redstone circuit. And I don't know if you guys knew, but redstone actually mildly activates the block that it's on. So because this redstone gets activated, this block also gets activated. And guess what's touching the block? The pistons. So every time one of the observers goes off, all of the pistons chop down. And they leave nothing but the first row of sugar canes. And then everything falls onto the sand. But you might also have not known this. Minecart hoppers can actually pick up items through blocks. Through one block. Only one. It can't go through 2. But that's enough because now you don't need to have hoppers in like a ring around your entire system, because the last time I tried to build one of these, what happened was I had to build like this huge like platform of hoppers to make sure that nothing escaped. And using a minecart hopper going underneath the whole system actually streamlines it a lot. It's also cheaper to make than survival, technically. If you look at, you know, the cost of actually the items that it takes to build it, it's cheaper to build in survival because hoppers take up a lot of iron. A lot of iron. So, I haven't played survival in a while. They might not even take iron, but I'm pretty sure they do. But, yeah, the system basically complete. Make sure that you have some sort of transparent block on the front. If you don't want to, it's fine. But I suggest having a transparent block covering the front so you can actually see your sugarcane growing. And, yeah, don't forget to put the water behind the sand blocks because sugarcane only grows near water. So, there you have it. That was 3 really cool things you can build with Minecraft Redstone. They're super simple. I might be making a part 2. I think I already said that earlier in the video. And honestly though, I kind of feel like I should have done more in this video. It's kind of on the shorter side, but that is obviously good, because that means that it's more likely that I'm going to make a part 2 if you guys leave a like, because there's more reason to make a part 2, because I haven't put enough in part 1. Alright. Like and subscribe, guys, if you want more content like this. If you have any games in mind that you would want me to play in a future video, let me know down in the comments. I play Minecraft, Destiny, Fortnite, Forza, some other games. Obviously not the biggest variety, but I do have some variety. But yeah, I think that's gonna wrap it up for today's video. You guys are awesome. I love making videos like this just because it's so much fun. Oh, right, I almost forgot. Check out this video, it's pretty cool. And subscribe to my channel here.